Hi, I am recording this intro for the third time because I kept messing up, but we're here now. We're doing it. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordine and I run an online stationery shop called Blue Moon Paper. And the vlog that you're about to watch is about my experience and the process of doing my first art market, craft market in a couple of years, and the second market that I've done ever. So it's very exciting. I am going to say ahead of time that I originally intended for there to be another video ahead of this one about my retirement sale and the process of getting all that set up. But I decided I hated all of the footage, so we're just skipping to this one. But because of that, you will notice that a lot of times in the vlog, I just say a market or the market because I thought that this was going to end up in a different video. It's the Makers Market. I'm talking about the Makers Market in St. Catharines. It is run by the lovely people behind Cozy Bones and Ruby Red Beautiful. Maisie and Sarah, you are lovely, lovely people. So this vlog is a little bit disjointed. The clips are very back and forth, but I do quite like how it turned out. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you for coming back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It's nice to have you here. Okay, enjoy! Bye! Okay, welcome back to my mess. It is Monday. I have been working on a lot of stuff for an upcoming market. So you'll see how all of this situation came to be and why my office is always a mess. Actually, the market isn't a reason for why my office is always a mess. It just always is because I'm always working on something. I will say this, I'm having the freaking best time with YouTube. I feel recently really refreshed with the shop, and there was a while there for maybe about a month or so before I started recording for YouTube where I was just kind of feeling very lost and kind of lost the excitement to work on the shop and create new things. But because of this, and I think also because of the market, I'm feeling emotionally invested again. And because a lot of other things in my life are kind of settling down, like I don't have a lot of different things taking up my brain space anymore in an overwhelming sense. I feel like I have a lot more mental energy to spend on working on this shop, which I'm really excited about. Part of that was also came on. Part of that worry and exhaustion kind of came out of the announcement a couple months ago now that Shopify is changing their pricing a little bit. And I still am. I'm worried that I have this site and it's just a money sink. It's just a money sink. I'm not making sales on the site because I'm not on social media as often anymore, and the site depends entirely on my own advertising. And so right now Shopify is offering that you can keep your current pricing, but only if you do a yearly plan, which is something that I was a little bit worried about because I don't know how the shop is going to fare long term, you know? I was super okay with paying monthly because I could just change my mind and stop whenever, but I feel like right now I'm in a place where I am very confident that I want to continue working on this. Like this is what I want my job to be, and I'm excited about it. And even though it might not pan out in the end, that doesn't mean that I should just not try now because I'm afraid that it won't work out in the future. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I've been doing a lot of overthinking. I was considering canceling the Shopify site, but I like having that kind of ownership and space that is unequivocally my own and belongs to the shop and belongs to me and is not not govern, but I have a say in the aesthetics of it and how it looks and how it works. Under Shopify's eye, of course. Whereas with Etsy, I don't really get that kind of freedom. And it also feels just a lot more personal. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I'm gonna work on some stuff. So I just got home. I just got home. Like, my dogs are still excited I just got home. But I'm recording because I just received my very first die cut stickers. I got these manufactured from a local company, and I'm just really excited. So let's open it up. I got 3 designs made. I just looked in the box. I got 3 designs made for a market that's coming up, but I'm also just excited to start being able to carry this in my shop, especially if these turn out really well, which I feel like they did. Okay, so let's look. These are amazing. Okay, so we've got 3 here. These were existing designs that I just cleared up a bit because they were originally made smaller on sticker sheets that I've already been selling, and I just blew them up a little bit, made them a little bit clearer, edited some stuff if I needed to, and now they're stickers. So this one is from my Winter Night sticker sheet. So cute. This is one of these illustrations, when I first drew them, were my favorite illustrations that I'd done at the time. And so I picked these because I just feel so proud of them. So that's number 1. This is the second one. I don't think anybody's actually seen this yet, because this is part of some art that I've been doing recently, a little bit for myself, in an attempt to find my new art style, or an art style that I like. This last one. This was from a redesigned sticker sheet of mine, the Doodle Blobs, which was, I think, the second or third sticker sheet that I had ever drawn. And then I redesigned it in the middle of last year. And this was one of the little redesigned guys. I had been looking, I knew that I wanted to make a die cut of this one, but I was thinking, like, should I put words around it? Like, what's going to make people want to buy it? Because I feel like just this little illustration isn't going to do it. And then I put a skateboard under him, and it was perfect. I am on top of the world. I'm so excited. I'm gonna put my stuff away now because I'm home. Maybe I'll put these on my water bottle or my laptop, or I don't know. I'm just really excited about it. So yeah, I just wanted to start recording before I just opened it and forgot to. So yay, first die cuts.
I'm crazy for you, losing my head, distorting my view, feet in the sand, just thinking of you, that's what you do. Crazy for you, losing my head, distorting my view, feet in the sand, just thinking of you, that's what you do. That's what you do. These sights are pretty, but pretty is prettier with you. Now I know there's someone I wanna be, someone to you. So I made my move. We just take it slow, keep the sailing smooth. You know how it goes. Crazy, crazy, baby, crazy.
Hello, welcome to my floor. So we're doing some market prep today, tonight. It is Sunday. I don't know exactly what day, but I'm sure it'll be on the screen somewhere here. It is Sunday, and I am doing a market in about less than 2 weeks. I have spent the last couple of days just being really excited about it and putting together a bunch of stuff that I had before and finding a lot of things to DIY and put together from the dollar store and things that I have laying around. So today, right now, what I'm going to do is I have these boards. In 2021, I did a market. It was my very first one and the only other one that I've done. And it was super quiet, but I got these pegboards. My dad and I cut these pegboards up and painted them white. This is the original color. We never painted them when we first got them. Cut them up, and then we attached these popcorn bags to the back, or bins to the back, also from the dollar store. And in the bottom there, they're filled with sand. Plastic Ziploc bags that are filled with sand to weigh it down. So that way it kind of like sits on an angle on the table. It's really hard to see. I'm sure you know what I mean? So it's super kind of janky, but it works really well. And it stands up and you can barely tell, like you can't tell if you're not looking from the back. And I don't know, I think it looks super clean. But before, what I had was like jute rope for hanging from end to end. And then I had clipped a display version of each of my sticker sheets. And then people could just point at which one they wanted. And then I would like find it from my collection behind the booth and give them their own copy of that sticker sheet. But I don't want to do that. And I think it's a lot easier for them and a lot easier for me to just have all of the product out and they can just pick and choose. It's not going to be like a super busy market where 1,000 people are walking around the booth at once. Like there's going to be like realistically one person at a time, if that. So I do just want to make it easier for myself and for other people to browse and just, not feel any ways about the way that the display is set up. So anyway, point is, I've been trying to figure out a way to attach shelves, to make basically DIY some shelves for this. At first I was like, okay, maybe I should get some like particle board and like cut it up in planks and blah, 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 blah. And I was trying to go to the dollar store and find a bunch of things. But I went to Rona today in search of board that I could cut up and use as DIY shelving for this. And I think I remember someone, I can't remember who it is, but they had used, or I dreamt it up, which would be so cute, who had used molding, like I think it's called molding, I don't actually know what it's called, which you would put either like at the floor of the wall, the bottom of a wall, and use that as shelving. So I looked at the board and it was like way too expensive. So I started looking at the molding. And I got some pieces and I just spent the last like maybe 20 minutes cutting these up with a handsaw into little shelves. So you can see right here, it's got this like curved situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue one of these edge pieces like this side. So that way the sticker sheets can kind of sit on here. It'll make a lot more sense, I promise. But yeah, I'm really excited. So now I'm just going to glue these on. Part of the reason that I wanted to do this was so that I don't have to like nail anything in, because it's going to be really light. This is super duper light, and the heaviest thing that's going to be on here is a couple of sheets of paper, right? Like it looks clean and I know it's going to last pretty well. So that's what we're doing. So let's see how it turns out. So if you are a fan of Rhett and Link, like I am a fan of Rhett and Link and Good Mythical Morning, you might have seen that they recently uploaded a video to their old vlog channel called We Dug a Medium-Sized Hole. And I loved that video. I just freaking adored it. I watched it. I think I've watched it 4 times now, just because it makes me feel so good. Anyway, I just listened to their Ear Biscuits podcast where they talked about the process of all of it coming together and how they came up with the idea and, building up the confidence and the team to be able to pull it off, basically. At a couple points during the podcast, they talked about how they danced around the concept of being anti-internet almost, and not in a way that's like, I hate the internet and I hate what it stands for, not like that. More so just making something that doesn't need to break the internet, which is just really interesting to me. Like, they kind of talked about how they weren't trying to get 1 million billion views. They weren't trying to really grab every single person's attention. They just wanted to do something that was creatively fulfilling. And because of all the work that they've put in, they kind of have the freedom to do that. And I don't want to put myself, I don't want to put myself on that kind of pedestal, right? To say that I've done the work to be allowed or able to do something I love and have no consequences come from it if it doesn't go well. Because obviously the shop does rely on me following trends and getting big on social media and all of this kind of stuff. Part of the reason that actually a huge reason that I started the YouTube channel is because I am so tired of following trends and making content that I'm just plain not interested in. I don't want to use trending audio on Reels and TikTok and be relatable, because it's just so exhausting pretending to care about that kind of stuff, you know? And I'm not trying to harp on anybody who does like really enjoy that, but I just cannot do it when I'm already spread so thin outside of my work. I don't want to waste it doing something I don't care for. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so excited about doing what I'm doing now, right? With this YouTube channel, because I kind of just get to do it and have fun with it and see what happens. And like, yeah, maybe it does turn out to be a waste of time. Maybe it doesn't pan out the way that I hope it will, you know? Like, ideally, this is a passion project, but also it allows the shop to grow and allows me to grow as an artist and fulfill my creative dreams. And it's not like I've earned that the same way that Rhett and Link have, but it's nice to hear them talk about, you don't need to create content to satisfy the quote-unquote algorithm. You have the freedom to just create and put it out there and see what happens, and you can celebrate the act of creativity, the act of creation. And on a separate thought later on, you can celebrate the success of that act of creation. But your celebration shouldn't entirely rely on how well it does, basically. And it makes me feel nice and warm and fuzzy inside, because I feel quite validated knowing that they're kind of feeling a similar way that I do. Maybe? Am I making any sense? Anyway, it's a good episode. I highly recommend it. I also highly recommend the video that they put up on their channel. Not that my 30 subscribers will make a massive difference, but if you're looking for a nice thing to watch. Hello, hi. Today is April 5th. It is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. I have been sick for the last 3 days, and so I haven't really had a lot of time to do market prep. I really don't have much left. I want to spend today figuring out what the market, what my table's going to look like, what my display is going to look like. I pretty much have all of my stuff set, so I kind of just want to lay it out here and see what it looks like, and then I'll take a picture so that way I can recreate it really quickly. So let's do that. I'm going to use this cleared out table, my desk, as a sort of makeshift table. I think the one at the market is going to be a little bit bigger. They're provided, and I don't actually know the size of them, so we're just kind of making do.
$silver and champagne for the trouble. It's a t-shirt in the backseat of your car. Head down just like your father taught you. Stick around when the walls start to fall. Good God, does anybody notice you sat at the table and you listened to her scream? I know we've had a few too many.
So not knowing how big the table is kind of a thing, because my table feels very small. So now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, I can fit 9 sticker sheets on each of these displays. Do I need all 4? If I can manage just having 18 sticker sheets on display, I'm not that mad. I just spent maybe 20 minutes trying to narrow down my sticker sheets. I can't. I can't do this. Update. I just asked. I just messaged the person who runs the market, Maisie from Cozy Bones, and I asked because I can't do this. I'm like I can't visualize this. Everything is so bunched up, and I can't tell if I want. I think I want these inner ones behind. Like ideally, I'm going to be standing in the like behind here, right? I think so that I can see the product. I want these to be. Excuse me. I want these ones to be a little bit behind so I can crane my head around and look over at what other people are looking at. This is my price list. It's super cute. It's using the I made a template on Canva for when I make announcements on my story, and I just use that same template because I think it's super cute. So this is my price list. I also spent an extended amount of time making this really cool circle sign. I got this at basically Dollarama, the dollar store in Canada, has these giant like round display, I don't know, like wall art pieces. And so this had some really cheesy quote on it originally, and then I just painted the front white and used my paint markers. I can't remember what they're called, but they're paint pens from Archer and Olive that I got in a subscription box last year because the colors, well, actually the blue goes perfectly with my logo. The yellow isn't as warm as I'd like, but everything looks really even for the most part. It's not the pens, it's me. And I think this looks really good. And to make it stand, I made a stupid little stand. It's uneven because of reasons. But you can't see it when it's lying down on the table. And it looks super cute. So I don't know where this is gonna go, but it's gonna. Isn't that cute? I think it's so nice. So I don't know what to do with this. I have a mess right now. I really don't know. I'll tell you what I'm doing with the rest of these though. These I have seen like every single person who's done a market ever use these little displays, and you can find them on Amazon for pretty expensive. And I was going to just like suck it up and actually just buy it from Amazon because I thought they were really cute. But my friend found this at IKEA for like $5 or $6, and I was blessed by her thinking of me. So I think this is super cute. I spent a while trying to figure out how I was going to use it. I think in the future, if I do more markets, I'll use this as kind of a display for any new items, maybe art prints, something like that. If I ever do those, I don't know if I will. But for now, I'm going to put all of my oops sheets loose in this thing, and then I'm just going to sell them for like 50 cents at the market, and you can just rifle through it and pick whatever you want, or 50 cents or $1, and you can just take whatever you want, or not take, but like you can like look through them rather than having like the mystery oops packs, just because those are so hard to list on Shopify and Etsy. Anyway, that's what this is for. I'm looking at these washi stands that I thought were so cute, and honestly they still are. I think they're really cute, but I thought about it for a while about whether or not I wanted to cut the dowels, and now looking at them, they are very tall because I don't know if they're gonna get in the way. I feel like I'm doing a lot right now. I have spent a stupid amount of money on this market, but I don't know. I think it's fun, and I'd love to do more. So yeah. Anyway, this mess is where we're at right now. Oh my god! And then I also have. This is another display I made, a little version of these guys for my die cuts, which came in. So I'm going to put die cuts on maybe the bottom 3 or the top 3, and then I have my square, these guys, my square memo pads. These are so cute. I love them. Square memo pads either on the top or the bottom, maybe on the bottom so it doesn't make it look so top heavy. Where's this going to go? I don't know. I didn't think this through. I don't know what to do. So Welcome to my market. It's right here. It's half done. I don't know. I just want to see. This is 6 feet. The table itself is 6.5 feet, but I've got the tape measure. Oops. I had the tape measure set up so we can see how big 6 feet is, but you know what? I think we know how big 6 feet is, so let's just get rid of this. Let's set up. Okay, welcome back to another voiceover. So I spent an extended amount of time trying to figure out how to make this display work because I have 4 boards, and when the rest of it is not symmetrical but the boards are symmetrical, it doesn't go well in my brain. So I finally ended up removing one of the boards and just trying to make it work with 3. I think it turned out quite nice in the end. I also ended up removing that little dollar store shelf unit that I made for my die cuts because turns out wasn't functional. I also removed the bin of scrunchies because I just didn't like it. It was functional enough, but I just didn't like the way it looked. The washi stands, first of all, I broke one while I was trying to set this up, and I was like, this is just far too much of a hassle, and transporting it would have been a whole thing. So in the end, I forgo what? I just didn't go with the washi stands. I just ended up having them stand on their own in towers, and it turned out just fine. So a lot of the things in my display that I was so excited about didn't end up going so hot, but I think it turned out nice in the end. You'll also see that on the boards I had hot glued some wire, like plastic that you use for bracelets, stretchy bracelets, and that holds up my sticker sheets because they curl up when they start taking in humidity and they're not under any pressure. I also, my die cuts, because they weren't on that shelf, I laid them out on the table and tried to make the skateboard kid look like he was doing a sick trick over the veggie box, and I think it turned out so cute. So this is my display, and it was great. It took a long time to get it settled, but I think it turned out super cute. It is Friday, the day before the market. I'm so excited. And I just spent most of today figuring out, not most of today, I spent maybe an hour figuring out what my table display would look like. It's so cute. It's perfect. I love it. Anyway, I'm really excited. I'm a little bit nervous, but I did message some of the other people who are going to be at the market. There's some artists that I really admire that are also going to be there. So I don't know. I'm just excited to meet them and see them, and then just kind of have a good day. I'm charging my Square reader because I got that. My big cooler is packed. I seriously can't think of anything else to say. I am just excited, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Not sure what to believe. Beauty queens and rock and rollers, crystal glasses, Coca-Cola. Nice to meet you, nice to know you. Bit of lesson to all that they told you.
Hey besties, it's me, back for the market. I just got home a little bit ago. The dogs are very, very happy to have me home. Oh, and it was great. It was great. It was great. I had a great time. If you came by the market, if you happen to be watching this video and you came by the market to shop, or if you were another vendor there, thanks for a lovely day. I can't wait for the next one. Prepping for this was a lot, and it was rejuvenating. And I had a really good time prepping for it and being there. I'm gonna admit, I did not drink enough coffee today, and I was sleepy during the second half. But I'm alive now, and I just had a very lovely experience. Shout out to Maisie from Cozy Bones, who runs this whole thing alongside with Sarah from Ruby Red Beautiful. You are lovely, lovely people. And I am so appreciative to have such a great community, artist community in the Niagara region. So thanks. Bye. By the way, thank you for watching this video. I know it was a lot of back and forth and running around and making messes, but I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.